Time now for a look at the mayor's chair. Once a week, we check in with local mayors to see what's happening in their community and some of the situations they're dealing with. Joining us tonight in the mayor's chair is Rod Ward from Armour Township. Mayor Ward, welcome.
Thank you very much for having me. I feel like you guys are in my family room every night when I watch your news. I appreciate the invite.
I love it. Proud to be part of your family. Thank you for that. Well, I got to start by asking, we are starting to see some of that wicked weather, that four-letter word snow across our broadcast region. Now, I know last year your neighbors further down Highway 11 in the Muskoka region got walloped. Almaguin, where you're located, got its fair share. Is everyone ready?
Yeah, we're always ready, and we're very fortunate in terms of the staff that we have. Everybody from roads to bylaw to treasury, you name it. We've got excellent staff, so our staff are always prepared. And in these days of the climate change, you just don't know what you're going to be facing. We had an interesting year this year. We were fortunate. We missed the ice storm for the most part last year, but we did get hit with a major weather event July 6th and 7th, which actually caused severe damage to a lot of our roads. So we actually lost roads. Armour Township as well as Strong lost a lot too. So it doesn't even matter what time of year it is. It's unpredictable, and it's something that we have to always be ready for.
Yeah, I saw a lot of incredible video coming out of Almaguin, including from CTV viewers. How did you guys fare with the summer? Did you still see the tourists and the summer residents come up?
Absolutely. Yeah, it seemed like a busier year even than normal, and I'm not sure if that has to do with what's going on south of the border. But we certainly were as busy as we always are. The stores were all busy, which was great to see. The weather after that July 6th and 7th event, the weather settled down. We ended up having a beautiful summer. So it didn't deter people. It was just one of those things that we had to deal with at the time.
The Premier has made a big push in other news for creating homes. And I know there's a lot on your radar right now. And some of the scenes we're seeing from the great folks who work in economic development that we're looking at right now. Almaguin looks beautiful. How does a township like Armour try and compete with some of the neighboring areas? Is building homes a thing for you?
Absolutely, but we prefer not to look at it as competition. And I think one of the key points when we all live in small municipalities, typically the Almaguin Highlands is 1,500 people or less in each municipality. We get the most bang for the buck when we work together. So economic development is one of the key areas. We actually did a housing task force through the economic development team over the past year or so that involved a number of different groups, as well as developers and folks from the ministry, in terms of what are the things we can do to make things better. So that ranges from changes to official plans and zoning bylaws to make things easier for people to understand, to just getting properties ready so that if a commercial user, a business wants to come up, we're already ready. So we have been looking back at that task force. We tend not to just shelve these reports. We like to pull them out constantly. It's part of our continuous improvement to make sure that we're ready for the future, and that task force was one of it. So that was headed by economic development, but involved a lot of folks from across the Almaguin Highlands.
Finally, I'm down to the last 20 seconds, but it's November. A lot of budgets being discussed right now, municipal, federal, the provincial fall economic statement. If anyone at Queen's Park happens to be watching or listening right now, what's at the top of Armour's wish list?
Well, any kind of infrastructure funding is always appreciated. We just had a bridge that we had to put in place this year. And as I mentioned before, actually that bridge actually suffered some damage during the construction. So the costs keep going up. We want to make sure that we can stay on top of it. Our goal is to always provide value for our constituents. So it's not just about holding the line. We want to make sure we have new and better services for our constituents all the time, but at the same time, costs are going up. So we do need that help, and we certainly appreciate what the province can forward to us.
A lot of funding issues facing smaller municipalities for sure. Absolutely. We'll be watching that closely too. Mayor Ward, thank you for joining us.
Thanks for having me in. Appreciate it.
That's Mayor Rod Ward from Armour Township.